Hello everyone, my name's Ayrton Alexis. Most people know me for music, not that I'm famous or anything.
We gon' separate ways in the end, you know. Oh, I'm never crazy over you, yeah. No matter what all I think about is you.
Okay, so sorry for the long intro. This is on my music page, but I kind of want to turn my page into something where I can share everything that I do. It's always been quite hard to put all the stuff I do into like one channel, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. So today is actually about making a game, but I just wanted to make sure that anybody that's already following this channel isn't like, what is going on? So yeah, with that said, let's start the video. So I was going through Twitch and I found this game, which the guy's not streaming live at the moment, but I thought I'd just pop it up anyway. This is what I saw and I was like, oh, this is cool. I typed play or start in the chat and I waited quite a long time and I couldn't get into the game. Not to discredit the game, but it's just the way it works. And I was like, oh, I eventually got in and then I died like straight away. And then I had to wait like another 30 minutes. I was like, I can't do it, but it is really cool. And then I was like, no, I need to make one of these. What should I make? So the first thing I actually did was download Gift by Isork. It's just an add-on for Twitch that covers the API, so it's pretty much problem solved. If you're looking to do anything of this with Godot, I'd recommend downloading this. You could do it yourself, but why? Don't reinvent the wheel. He's also got a Discord here that you can join. Definitely recommend doing that. I think it just connects to my finger regardless. Anyway, this was the first stage I got to, so I used the spawn mechanic to make the zombie spawn instead of actually spawning the towers, just because I wanted to see how it worked, and spawning one tower obviously isn't that fun, so I was just spawning monsters as quickly as I can. I'm pretty sure there's a bit further down where I'm just spawning them like crazy, but it wasn't long until I changed the mechanic from spawning the zombies into spawning towers, just because spawning zombies is one, pretty boring, and two, there's no like differentiation between players.
Can I type in chat? Wait, are we playing each other?
No. We're not playing
Using Twitch?
So the actual setup from start to now is still the same using the path system. The mobs just follow the path. It's nothing too complicated. I was thinking about changing it to Pathfinder, but then I thought that's just going to use CPU. That's crazy. And it just pushes the limit for the game. And it's already a game for people to play while streaming. So I don't want to push it. I already had a pretty solid idea of what I wanted to do for the end game from the beginning. So I knew I wanted persistent leveling of some kind, and I knew I wanted the streamer to be able to leave it, so they don't really need to be there for it to be played. So the first thing I started with was making a system so you can collect gold and level up with the gold. I'm not gonna lie, all of this could be in the complete wrong order, but I don't think it is. And then I went and made a start screen after. So like the first person to type spawn would then initiate the game. I'll be so real, I don't know what I spent the next 2 hours doing. There's footage of it, but I'm not looking for it because it just looks like I'm doing nothing. But I must have just been tweaking something. Then I got Midjourney to make me this little background thing and just cut it out in Photoshop. I just want to work. It wasn't meant to look good. I knew it wasn't final. I just wanted to kind of get an idea of what I was gonna do, which somewhat was this, I guess, but then I went a different way because I used tile maps. But it still helped the game take a direction from that random gray background. Definitely felt like a game after this part. It was still definitely a mess though, like completely. But, well, I mean, it's still a mess now. If you look through the code, it's like spaghetti code, but I'm not trying to be a professional. The game works and it's very functional. All over the place. The art style is all over the place. And yeah. I've actually just swapped to watching the video at super speed while I'm recording on the mic, but this is just me making the graphics look nicer. I stuck with this graphic set in the end. Pixel type font, pixel type artwork. It became way more pixel type artwork in the end. I eventually get some assets from Itch, and I swap it for those. I should probably put them on the screen right now, but I swap it for Itch assets, which I end up using a combination of Itch assets and assets that I've made myself. Hopefully I can find some footage of me making the assets, but I'm not sure. I'm eating crisps, sorry, but the next thing I did was make the camera like have some sort of motion to it, which in the end a lot of players are like, oh, it looks nice, but it's kind of distracting. So in the end I made a toggle with exclamation mark cam so you can turn it off and on. After that I made progressive colors that change as you level up on your name, and I also made the gold tied to your Twitch username. I then spent like way too long with these assets I bought on Itch trying to make a map. I think I spent like 2 hours or 3 hours. You can see me scrubbing through it. After that, I just scrapped it because I didn't like it at all. After doing that, no momentum to lose. I just went on to Itch, bought some new assets. I bought these tower ones that came with a mob on the top and a tower at the bottom, 2 different tower types. Well, I put the first one in, took a while to line it up, which is what you see me doing. I've spent a long time trying to get it to work in the 8 directions. Underneath it is following the rotation of a different object. After I got that working, I then got a second tower in, which was the slowdown tower, then made the animation for the third tower, which is the AoE tower, and then I had the 3 towers in. I do still plan to maybe add 2 other tower types in, but we'll see. I actually did pull this guy up about his name, and he's not from the UK, so he said it definitely has nothing to do with Cadet, so no disrespect to Cadet and rest in peace to him. Okay, so sorry for the sorry for the fast forward, but I was live streaming from the beginning and like the clips are like 48 hours long, so they just don't even download. Twitch is not having it, which is understandable. Maybe it's me, I don't know, or maybe it is just Twitch doesn't let you do that. But this is fast forward to June the 17th, I think, so it's like quite a lot's changed. This is, I don't know what time, it's kind of covered at the top, but fullish game. A lot had happened by then. We introduced the rage bar, so you could use rage speed to use power-ups. I was just trying to make the game a bit more active. You could change slots, going from slot 1, slot 2. I'm pretty sure I'd made more maps by this point, but I'm not entirely sure. So you could type map 1, map 2. I also made a claim feature, so a power-up of some sort would pop up, whether that be like extra gold. As you can see, health potions. You type claim in chat to grab that. I mean, throughout the time, there was quite a lot of changes. I haven't documented everything. I have got a patch notes if you ever want to go through that, but I will probably just go through the biggest changes. I know YouTube has a pattern of trying to make long videos, but I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to make a video that kind of gets across what I've done. But I'd say the next big thing I did was probably making the extension, which is still in review, but I made an extension that has a bit of a back end using Node.js so that you can use bits, and that way I get a share, which obviously helps me fund it, but I'm not expecting to make anything crazy, but I get a share of the bits spent, and it also encourages people to spend bits in the streamer's stream, which is a win-win for everybody. And then the other big thing after that was creating the global server so that you can go from stream to stream and carry your stats over with you. I think this is a really good feature for small streamers, as when someone's offline, they might pop into a new stream and check it out and go, oh nice, and they can level up here. And the bigger streamers, they can actually just opt out and have their own community if they want, or they can opt in and enjoy it anyway, set some leaderboards on the global leaderboards. It's up to anybody. Even the small streamers can actually just run it on a local server, and all the saves and stuff are just stored on their computer so that people have to play in their stream. So the extension's down here, and like when you press spawn skeleton, for example, that would spawn a skeleton in the game. We'll get a pop-up, probably get 2 pop-ups, because Twitch, if I disable the extension and enable it again, that will stop happening. So I don't really know what to do about that. Nightbot also does the same thing, so yeah. But that's how the extension is for now. I want to add way more options, but I'm not entirely sure what I want to add at the moment. I don't know what type of balancing I want. I don't know if I want it to be good things as well, or just like debuffs for trolling mechanisms. I'm not sure. But hopefully I get some feedback. We'll see. I also made a leaderboard, which I actually... So I'm sure you could probably tell the audio to that is absolutely awful, so I'm just going to speak over myself. But basically I made a website with commands because lots of people were struggling with the commands for obvious reasons. There's so many commands, but this is the leaderboard I made. So when you're playing on the global servers, you can actually see everyone's level, everyone's stats. Well, not their stats, but their kills, their prestige. And I think that's really cool. I'm really happy with it. It's nice for me to look at. Obviously I can see more stuff than that, but it's also nice for me to look at. And the map leaderboard is really great to see people setting high scores. We haven't launched yet, so obviously we're going to launch in 2 weeks, and after that hopefully there will be more scores on there. But either way, it's really nice to look at currently, and if there's more stuff on there, I'll be really happy just to see it. I actually had to just stitch this part in because I completely forgot, but I made this sprite sheet on Blender using the pixelate node setup, or a node composition setup. If you join the Discord, I can share it to you if you're ever interested in doing something similar, but I'll show you basically how it works. You put in your model, or you make a model, and then when you render it, basically make it smaller, pixelate it, and then make it bigger again. Knowing the way I work, I've probably missed quite a lot of things, and I'll be like, oh, I should have added that in, but it is what it is, and I'm not gonna spend my whole life making this video. Of course, that kind of goes without mentioning, I've got some Steam keys to give away. If you're interested in trying it out and giving me some feedback, I'd be more than happy and more than excited to give you a key. No pressure at all. I'm not even sure if anyone will find this video before it launches, so maybe by the time you've seen this, that kind of doesn't actually apply anymore. And sorry, but the game is out on Steam if that's the case. And I'd love for you to buy that and support me. But if not, it's probably live on either my channel at ChatTDT on Twitch or on somebody else's channel, because hopefully people are actually playing it. But yeah, thanks for watching the video. If there's anything you want to know, feel free to ask in the comments on the Discord, and I'll definitely give you an answer. If it's something that you're trying to try yourself and you're thinking, I don't know where to start, or I have started and I'm kind of confused on where to go from here, I've done it. I'm not the best, but I have done it, and I'm definitely more than willing to give you some advice or listen out to what your problems are. So look forward to hearing from you or not hearing from you. But you're at the end of the video if you're hearing this, so thanks for watching to the end. Oh, and I obviously made the music because that's a given.